Boo's mouth is definitely bleeding. I noticed it in the kitchen. So the cats had their Advent snack and he was looking for more food after that. So I was opening a can of food and I turned around and I looked and I saw a bunch of blood on the floor.
Stella, Splash, Simba, Boo, Sammy, Richard, Nancy, Goldie, Ziggy, Ringo, Eva, Hydrox, and Ditto, the Lucky Ferals.
It's 10:20 a.m. I just came downstairs and the cats and I are going to have some playtime and then they're going to have their breakfast. And this fell off the corner. So this is, it's like a cat itself groomer that goes on the corner. It's been here a very, very long time. And every so often I take it off and clean it, which I haven't done in a while. And look, can you see how full of cat hair it is? Like, it is so full of cat hair, you can hardly even see the bristles on it anymore. So someone knocked it off, and it's a good opportunity for me to empty this out and clean it. I cleaned all the cat hair out of it, and they're already rubbing up against it. I need to take a magic eraser and clean this wall. But obviously, with 7 cats down here, it gets dirty pretty fast. Okay, let's play, Ziggy, let's play. I thought we were going to play and then eat, but Ziggy just reminded me that they have to get combed. I'm still flea combing them every day, just to make sure that there's no new fleas popping up. So thank you for reminding me, Ziggy. Thank you for reminding me. You're a good girl, okay? Good girl. It is mail time. The cat's got a whole bunch of mail, so let's see what the cat's got. Let's start with this card. It says Season's Greetings. This says, if cats pulled the sleigh, and here's Santa, he says, come on you guys, we have to go. And then he says, stop weaving in and out of my legs. That happens to me all the time, especially when I'm trying to get food ready. That is so funny. This says, Merry Christmas from the Heart Craig. Miss LF, I hope that you and all your adorable cats have a great holiday season. The kittens are so big. You fed them well. Keep up the love. Thank you so much, Craig. We hope you have a very wonderful holiday season also, and a very happy new year. Thank you so much for your card. Here's another card. It has a little polar bear in the back of it. Ooh, look at that. Isn't that pretty? It looks like an old-fashioned Christmas card. And look at the mother cat with 6 kittens. That's really cute. That's probably like Nancy. If Nancy's the mother cat, she would have 5 kittens. And then I still think Ringo's the dad because the way he acts and because he was the biggest. This is adorable. It says, to lucky ferals wishing you all the joys of the season. With love, Zarogina and Freya the cat. Thank you so much for this lovely card. We hope you are having a very happy holiday season also. And we hope you have a very happy new year. Thank you so much for watching and thanks for thinking of us. And here we have a package. Let's see what's in here. This says Trick or Treat. It's really cute with all the little animals on it. Oh, thank you very, very much. This says Happy Times, Happy Memories, Happy Halloween to you from Nicole LaRue and Zoe. Dear Lady LF and all your kittens, Stella and Boo, Splash and Simba, and all the 7 others. I love you so much. There's a heart. In the middle of September 2023, I had a stroke on my right side and my writing has not come back very well. Oh my gosh, Nicole, I hope you're okay. I am so sorry to hear that you had a stroke. I hope you're doing well and I hope your recovery is going well. And I send you lots and lots of best wishes for a speedy recovery. And I hope you get well soon and can resolve any issues that the stroke might have caused. So sorry to hear about that. And we send lots of purrs and headbutts to Zoe. Thank you so much for your very generous donation. It will be put toward cat supplies. And look what we have here. We have a writing pad. And look, there's Boo on the bottom. See the black cat, Boo? It says Happy Halloween on the top. And here's a moon. And there's Boo. And that was very nice of you because I'm constantly writing things down, making lists, setting reminders for myself. Like every day I have a to-do list. So this will definitely come in handy. Thank you so much, Nicole. And here we have a box. Let's open this up and let's see what's inside. And this is from Uno alla Volta from the Hearts and Hands of Artisans. This says, Merry Christmas to Ms. Lucky Ferals and Grandma and Grandpa Ferals from Janet Stemper. Thank you so much, Janet. What did Janet send to us? They always pack things so nicely. Ooh, what's going on here? Let's see what we have. Look at this platter. Isn't that gorgeous? So this is Polish pottery And it has a winter theme because look at all the snowflakes and look at the deer. Oh my gosh, this reminds me of my house because when I look out my front windows, I see the deer across the street by the woods. So we have the deer and we have the trees and we have Little House. That is like so perfect. Thank you so much, Janet. This is absolutely adorable. I've never seen anything like this before. This says it was handcrafted exclusively for Uno alla Volta in Poland. It looks like it says by Eva Barar or Baran. And it says Unicat. Thank you so much, Janet. We hope you are having a very happy holiday season. Thank you so much for thinking of us and sending us this beautiful gift. We send you best wishes for a very happy new year and we hope you have a very Merry Christmas. And there's also one here for Grandma and Grandpa. And this is called the Home for the Holidays Serving Platter. So cute. And here we have a package from Sharon. So let's see what Sharon sent to the cats. I already started opening it. Look how cute. Look, it's all gnomes. It's a blanket for the cats. Isn't that cute? They're gonna love using this. So since I've gotten rid of the play rug in this room, like in this area where I'm filming this, the cats have really enjoyed the plain floor. For some reason, they love it when I drag a wand toy across the floor much more than when I drag a wand toy across carpet or a rug. Like Stella especially goes nuts. So we've been having really great play sessions on the hardwood floor. But because they do like to lay on something soft, I do put these kind of blankets from Sharon on the floor. So if they want to like have something soft to lay on, they can. Then I can easily just pick these up and fold them when we want to play. So thank you so much. And I love the holiday theme with this. And here's another one with snowmen on it. Look how cute that is. It is so festive for Christmas. Oh my gosh, look at this blanket. It's gumdrops. Look how cute these gumdrops are. At least I think they're gumdrops. I think Stella's gonna like this. She likes pink, but Boo likes pink also. And look at this one with all the cardinals on it. Isn't that nice? And here we have 3 holiday mats for the cat tower that I have downstairs. It has 3 really high platforms on it, and these fit perfectly on the platforms. Thank you so much, Sharon. These are so cute. I know the cats are going to love using these up there. And these really help me to keep that cat tower clean because I put these on the platforms, the cats lay on these, and then it's easy for me to take these off and throw them in the washing machine. Oh, and look at this. Look, we have some round ones for the round cat towers. It is so cute. The one on the right looks like it's Christmas cookies, and then the one on the left has Christmas cats. I love the colors. They are so cool. And there's another blue one with the Christmas cookies, and then the one on the left is green. Very festive for the holidays. Thank you so much, Sharon. And look at this, guys. Look, look. I think it's a vomit blanket. It's a vomit blanket. It's really big. I think this is bigger than the one that I already have. Maybe it's the same size as the one I already have. It seems really big. Thank you so much, Sharon. I think this is a vomit blanket. I know I'm getting very excited over a vomit blanket, but it saves me so much time doing laundry. You have no idea, because if the cats vomit on this blanket, it doesn't go through, and I don't have to do layers upon layers of laundry. And then here's a little square. And I just found a note. Look what it says. It says, "Hi LF, here's another vomit type blanket. White being on the top and beige being on the bottom. It is kind of heavy and a little longer than the other one. Please give it a try." See, I told you it was a little bit longer. The smaller square is the same thing, and I sent it as a tester. If you wanted to put a couple of tablespoons of water or more in the center, you can see it will absorb it. I am figuring that most likely anything that will go onto the blanket will not be much liquid than that. I would wash it the same way as the first one. Hope you like it, per Sharon. P.S. The white part being all cotton will be wrinkled as the other one is. Normally I quilt on top, but I didn't want to puncture the top at all. Thank you so much, Sharon. So we have this side, and then we have this side, and I don't mind wrinkles at all. I actually like wrinkles because it reminds me of linen, and I absolutely love linen, and I like how linen looks when it's all wrinkled. So this is nice. I mean, the vomit blanket that we have right now that we've been using from Sharon, I have gotten so much incredible use out of it. Like, it has saved me, I would say it's probably saved me like 100 loads of laundry at this point, because I've been using it for several months now, and with so many cats, whether it's hairballs or an upset stomach or just, you know, spitting something up that maybe they're eating, they don't like it, you know, something like that, it's definitely helped keep the rest of my bedding clean. The other nice thing is the cats absolutely love laying on it. There's some fabrics that for whatever reason the cats aren't crazy about laying on them, but they love laying on the vomit blanket. It's like one of their favorite places to lay. And with Boo and his dermatitis issue, it's really helping me see, like, anytime he has like an oozing scab or any little drops of blood that might be on the blanket, because it's white, I can easily see it. So it's been super, super helpful. Thank you so much, Sharon, for sending another one, because now when the one that I have is in the wash, or this one is in the wash, whichever one, I have an extra that I could put on right away, because it does take a while for them to go through the whole laundry process, because I don't want to put anything on high, so I do everything on low. So sometimes it can take several hours for it to go through the laundry, and I do get a little bit nervous that, like, what if the cats do something on the bed while the vomit blanket is not on it? So I've become very dependent on the blanket that I have. So thank you so much for sending the cats another one. And look what else we got. We got 2 more of these cat tower mats. These are for my round cat towers, and these are Christmas themed. Can you see all the little cats? And it looks like they're chasing Christmas ornaments, and there's some red birds on there. It's so, so cute. And here are 2 more of the circle mats. The one on the left is lots and lots of little kittens. Some of them have Santa hats on, and there's red ribbons. And then the one on the right is Christmas cats. I have 7 round cat towers in this house right now, so there's enough here for a festive round cat mat in each of the towers. Thank you so much, Sharon. And then look what Boo got. Boo got some more vests. So he has another tan vest here, and he's been wearing his tan vest a lot. And this one has yellow inside. And look at this, he has a purple vest. And this has yellow inside. And these are really soft. They're like a soft plush material. And he has a blue vest. And this one also has yellow inside, so he could wear blue or purple or tan. Right now, tan seems to be his favorite color with regards to these vests. I'm definitely going to try out the blue one and the purple one on him, because sometimes cats do have a color preference, and they do like one thing more than another based off of the color or what color they perceive it to be. So thank you so much, Sharon. Boo's been using a vest just about every single day since I received them. For the past few days, he's only been wearing one at night while he sleeps, and I've been letting him not wear anything during the day. So it's really nice to have additional options for him to sleep in. And of course, if I have issues with any of the other cats, they could wear these also. Thank you so much. I always forget about this cat condo, which I put one of the round mats on. So I actually do have 8 of these round cat towers. Look how cute it looks with the Christmas mat. And then here's the other one with the blue background and the cookie cutters. I love it because I don't know if you could see, but it matches my blue curtains and my red chairs. It is 4:30 p.m. and I just got my new patio furniture cover. I ordered this on Amazon on Black Friday, or like around Black Friday, and it just arrived, and I'm so happy that it fits. I ordered one that's a little bit bigger than the diameter of the table and the chairs, and it fits well. I'm hoping that it does not blow off. It has these straps, like it has straps on 2 sides of it that like you can secure it down, but then the straps are really long, so I tied them to some of the patio chairs. So it's actually strapped, and then those straps are tied to the patio chairs. Fingers crossed it does not get blown off. I'm also hoping that it lasts for more than one winter, because I've gone through several patio furniture covers through the years, and I feel like I'm lucky if they last 2 years, because they get holes in them really fast from the weather and from the sunshine. And the quality on this one feels okay, but the quality on my previous ones felt okay too. I'm hoping it lasts, but at least the furniture is covered for now, because the table especially was really starting to get battered by the elements. So what this also does is provide a little bit of weather protection for any cats that might want to go under there. There are no cushions on the chairs. I took the cushions off the chairs, so it's not like they're going to sit on chair cushions. But it will provide shelter from the elements, for example, from like rain and snow. And it will be dry under there, and it probably will be warm under there because of the black material that will absorb heat, especially during the day if it's sunny. And yeah, we'll see how it goes. It is time for our Advent snack. Here's the Advent calendar. There's Simba. There's Stella. Let's open up your Advent calendar. Let's see what you guys got. What'd you guys get? Come on, look. What's today? Today's the 6th. What'd you get, Simba? What's it gonna be? Let's take a look at number 6. Here's number 6. They got Fancy Feast tender beef and liver. You guys want some tender beef and liver? Want some snack? Want your Advent snack? Simba, you're so cute. You're so cute, Simba. Stella, you want your Advent snack? Splash, want your Advent snack? It is 9 a.m. and here's Boo. And I just put the powder on him, this Neopredef powder. Let me tell you what happened. So Boo slept in his tan vest last night. It's there on the bed. And this morning I took it off. That's been our routine. He sleeps in a vest, and then in the morning I take it off. And then he was fine for a little while. And then he started itching the side of his neck. So I was like, okay, Boo, I'll put the powder on you. As soon as he saw the powder, he jumped to the cat tower and started scratching on it like he was all excited. So he scratched the cat tower. Then he jumped back on the bed, but Simba was on the bed, and for some reason Simba's like, I don't want you on the bed, Boo. So then Boo jumped off the bed, but then he jumped back on the bed, and he laid down so I could put the powder on him. Yeah, he just like laid down. He's like, okay, put the powder on me. He let me put the powder all around his neck, like he was enjoying it. And then I said, I got to document this with the camera. So it seems that Boo has gotten used to this. You like it now, Boo? Do you like it now? Hopefully it's helping to heal his neck area. I did notice that this morning when I took his vest off of him and like I petted him around his neck, he did feel like, you know, he was healing more. So that is good. We have to remember it is a gradual process. It's not an overnight process. So hopefully once we get his neck area healed, I also did put powder like on his ear area. Hopefully once all this area is healed up nicely, then he'll stop over grooming. That's what the vet said should happen. And if I didn't mention, he has miliary dermatitis, which is lots of little scabs like all around the sides of his neck and like underneath his jaw. And then he has like the bigger areas. Like this back area is where she said everything started with the Advantage. And that makes total sense to me. And yeah, so Boo's doing good. You're doing good today, Boo. We're having a little bit of a late start today, but that's okay. Here's Simba. Simba's smelling air. It's going to be another cold day today. It is 4:15 p.m. and look at this. Look. It's Splash, Stella, and Boo. And look how close they're laying to each other on the bed. Boo's so close to Stella. Hello, Splash. Hello, Goldie. How are you, Goldie? It's about 8:15 right now. Getting ready to feed the cats. Hello, Richard. Richard got some pets. You ready to eat, Richard? I see 2 cats in the bathroom. What you doing, Richard? You're handsome. What a handsome boy, Richard. Big Richard. Big Richard. Hello, Sammy. Sammy got a bunch of pets right now, too. How you doing, Sammy? You good? Hello, Richard. Richard loves getting pets. Right, Richard? Right, Richie Rich? Look at the gang. Gang of girls. Look at Sammy. She's trying to get the mice. I just put on a mouse video for them. I don't leave videos on for them like 24 hours a day. But they do get videos overnight because it keeps them out of trouble. It is 9:45 and all of the cats want to do their advent. There's Stella, she's been reminding me, and there's Splash back there. This room's a bit of a mess right now. It's because I went shopping and there's stuff everywhere. And here's their advent calendar, and Nancy and a few of the other cats are by the door. They want to do their advent calendar. Everyone ate their dinner. And so let's see. What's today, Stella? What day is today, Stella? Is today number 6 or number 7? What day is it? 7? Oh, you're going to lay on it? What day is today, Stella? What's today? I think it's number 7, right? Here's number 7. Let's see what's in door number 7. What are you guys going to get? See how smart the cats are? Like, they know. They know. This is tuna fillet with sea bream in broth. Stella's not a fan of fish. Okay, we're going to get some of this. Boo, Stella, and Simba are eating their advent snack. I don't know where Splash is. I'm holding his in my hand so nobody else eats it. This reveal food looks like it's like human grade tuna and then they just add the sea bream to it. It's definitely not a complete meal for cats, but you know, as a snack or supplemental feeding, it's fine. They've really been enjoying their nighttime treats, so much so that they've definitely been looking forward to them. Like, they know the new routine. They're probably going to be sad when it's over. I might have to continue this past Christmas. Here's the advent calendar for the Lucky 7, and we are in compartment number 7 today. They have the same exact thing that the upstairs cats have. So they're having their tuna fillet. It is 1:09 p.m. I'm trying to get work done, and Nancy has been banging on the door. Nancy, you can't come up today. I already told you that. I have to leave here in like an hour, 2 hours the most. So I set up the feeder downstairs for the cats, but look at this. They have a bug. Maybe Nancy's trying to tell me about the bug. You telling it, Nancy, are you telling me about the bug? Ziggy and Goldie are hunting a bug. I don't know what kind of bug, but Ziggy is a really good hunter. She loves hunting bugs. Her and Simba would make a great team. So here's their feeder. I set that up for them maybe like a half hour ago, and I already dispensed a half a cup of Crunchies because I figured, okay, I'll give them a little snack now and they'll keep their attention on the feeder and they won't bother me because I need to get a lot done before I can leave. I need to leave here this afternoon and I am going to be gone throughout the rest of this evening. I'm probably not going to get home until maybe around midnight if I'm lucky. And that's why I'm setting up the feeders for the cats. I set this one up. I'm going to have to set one up upstairs for the other cat. I was hoping that the feeder would keep Nancy distracted, But I wonder if now she's telling me that there's a bug here. Ziggy, what kind of bug is it? Where is it at? You want to get the bug? You want me to get the bug with you? Want me to help you get the bug? Okay, let's get the bug. There's the bug. There it is. It's some kind of nasty spider. Look at that. Don't touch it. Don't touch it. It's an ugly spider. Okay. That's an ugly spider, Ziggy. I don't want you getting bit or anything. It's like a red color. Do you see that nasty spider? That's yucky. Good job, Ziggy. You did really good. Good job, Ziggy. We got that bug together. Me and you. Me and you, Ziggy. We worked good as a team. See, even Nancy's saying, you did a good job, Ziggy. Good job, Ziggy. Very good job. I just put some crunchies on the platters because they did a really good job. It was probably a group effort among the 4 of them. It is 11:36 a.m. and here's Boo's on the bed. Stella's here. That's Boo's vest. He slept in his vest. Here's Simba's in the cat tower because I let Nancy and Richard up, and as soon as he saw them, he ran over here. And here's Splash. Hey, Splash. I'm just about to put this powder on Boo, so I thought I would try to film it because I don't think I've done that yet. This is Neoprodef, and it was given to him by the vet. For his itching. It's supposed to help numb the areas where he itches, and then he won't scratch it as much. So I just showed him this. I was like, okay, Boo, you want your powder? So we're ready to give him his powder. The first thing I have to do is shake it up, which I just did. So it has like a little hole on top. Let me switch hands. And Boo's really he seems to really like this now. So what I do is like I go to the areas here where he has scabs or wounds, and I just put a little bit of the powder on it, and then I just have to rub it in. Like that. I try not to put too much, just a light coating, and then I'll just work my way around his neck. There's another area. Okay, move over, Boo. Come on, we're gonna keep going. So sometimes it will get to like around here where I can't easily put the powder on. So what I'll do is I'll just put some of the powder on my hand and then rub it in. So there's some of the powder on my hand, and I'll just like rub it into his neck area where he has scabs. And do you see how he likes it? He really likes it now. It took a few days for him to get used to it, but I guess maybe he feels that it does help numb out those areas. And then I do his ears because I don't want him doing his ears. And sometimes he'll move around. Boo, stop moving around. I'll just sprinkle it on his ears, and then I just rub it in. And I've been doing this 2 to 3 times a day, just depending on when I see him itching. I feel like it's definitely helping him because I do feel like he has less scabs, and that's a good sign. So then I'm going to rub some more powder onto this side of his neck because his scabs are located around his neck area. He doesn't have scabs anywhere else on his body. It's just around his neck area and then in the back here. So if I do this, he's usually good for a while. See how he likes it now? He's like, oh, that's really good. And then when I stop doing this, then he's like, why are you stopping? Okay, you good? We're good, Boo? We're good, Boo? You want some more of this? Are you going to lay down? You want to show everyone your belly? So this is what's going on with Boo's belly. To me, it looks like his fur is starting to grow in. He's a very happy boy right now. I'm still I just found another scab down here. I'm still careful with the powder because I don't want him ingesting it, but I think he learned his lesson like the first day. Oh, it looks like he has some scabs over here. But he hasn't really been itching this area. Okay, Boo. Okay, Boo. Okay, you want me to? Okay, he wants me to put a bunch around here. Okay, let's do this. Let's do this. Okay. Okay, let's just rub it in. He does have scabs here. Good job. Rubbed it in nice and good. Let me do one more here because you got more scabs here. Hold on. Ow, let go. Okay, now all of his scabs have... Oh, look at this. Boo, I got to do that one under your neck. Under your chin. I got to do one under your chin. All right, I'm putting some on the one underneath his chin. Okay, good. Good job, Boo. Good job, okay? Now we're good. And that's how I was taught to put this neopreta powder on Boo's itchy areas. Right, Boo? Boo's happy. Happy, Boo? Today is day 9 for the cat's advent calendar. And there's Simba. He just showed up. There's Stella. And there's Splash. Today is door number 9. Here's door number 9 right here. Let's see what the cat's got. What'd you get, Stella? They got a can of Reveal. This is tuna fillet with shrimp in broth. They should like this. They've been enjoying the tuna foods. The cats are enjoying their Advent snack. They each get a little bit of that small can. And I just give them a little tiny bit of crunchies on top of it. What's going on down here? You guys want your Advent snack? Did you eat your dinner? Plates all over down here. Who wants their Advent snack? You want your Advent snack, Nancy? Okay. It's 8:15 a.m. Boo woke me up this morning because he wanted me to put powder on his neck. Right, Boo? He got a lot of pets this morning. Today's going to be a gray and rainy day. Look what's going on downstairs. So last night when I was putting fresh sheets on all of the furniture, I said, I wonder what would happen if I took out the sofa bed, because this couch that I keep covered down here is actually a pull-out sofa bed. And it is the most comfortable sofa bed I've ever laid on in my entire life. That's why I bought it at the time. I bought this when I moved into this house. And that way I would have a sofa bed down here if anyone wanted to sleep over. And it hasn't really been used for that purpose because the cats took over my house. So I decided to see what would happen if I pulled this out into a bed and if I slept on it. Like, would any of the cats jump on the bed to sleep with me, or what would they do? So I fell asleep here and I woke up at like 3:30 in the morning. And then I got up and I went upstairs because I wanted to check on Boo because he wasn't wearing like a vest or anything last night. I just wanted to see how he was doing. Then I ended up falling asleep in my bed the rest of the night. And I thought for sure I'd be able to see what's going on with the security cameras, like what happened overnight. But they unplugged the security camera. I don't know when they unplugged it, but this is a recurring problem that I'm having down here, is that they keep unplugging the security camera. So I thought I'd be able to see if any of them like were sleeping on this bed or what was the situation. And of course I couldn't do that. So right now I'm going to put the bed back in the sofa, plug in the security camera, and we're good, except I don't know what they did last night. Considering the fact that a few of them have jumped on top of it this morning, it makes me think that they're not afraid of it anymore. When I first pulled this out yesterday, they were all afraid of it because they've never seen anything like that before, right, Sammy? They had no idea what a sofa bed was. I kind of thought maybe I'd come down here and I'd see all 7 of them laying on this bed, but that's not the case. Right, Sammy? Good? You good? This is also the easiest sofa bed to put back together because the back cushions don't come off, they stay attached. So it's only the 2 bottom cushions, and the bed slides in so easily. And then these cushions just slide in under the back cushions, and yeah, it's such a nice piece of furniture. It's 6:30 p.m. Here's Splash, Boo, and Simba. Stella was just on the bed. I just opened the door to my bedroom and I told them that the other cats are upstairs also, but they're free to leave if they want to. So Stella left. She's here in the living room. And Richard is in a cat tower. And Nancy's by the window. And Sammy's been walking around. I think everyone else is downstairs, so we'll see what happens. Hopefully there won't be any issues. Richard looks tired. Nancy's been taking a nap. It's 8 p.m. We just had a vlog premiere. And I'm like, who is growling? Well, it ends up that Stella is sitting here growling at Nancy. Nancy was here, Stella was here. And I don't know, I think that's good progress that the two of them will just sit there and growl at each other. As long as there's no fights. Here's Boo and Splash, and they're laying on the bed. Simba's in the kitchen, and I'm looking at my armoire. And somebody opened the bottom doors to the armoire, and everything is falling out of it. Look what they did. Look, so this is a lap desk that I sometimes use, and it just fell out of the bottom. And in the bottom here, I have like blankets and quilts, and up here I have like bags and backpacks. It's just like an extra storage area for myself. Looks like Nancy was trying to get into it. Here's Splash. Doesn't he look handsome? Splash, you're so handsome. You're so handsome and you don't even know it. Boo's handsome and Boo knows it. Splash is handsome and he doesn't know it. Splash is so cute. It's about 9:30 p.m. and the cats are going to have their Advent snack. I just gave it to the Lucky 7 downstairs. And I had to put the dehumidifier on downstairs because, here's Splash, because it has been raining pretty much all day since around noon. And it's been raining really heavy. And the humidity down there has started to rise again. And it's noticeably damper, so I do want to make sure that the humidity stays low. So I was down there for a while, and now I just came upstairs, and we're going to open the Advent calendar. Ready, Stella? Come on. Today is door number 10, and I'm having a very hard time believing that it is already December 10th. Like, I don't know where the last 10 days went at all. And today the cats are getting Fancy Feast turkey and giblets pate. It's 11 p.m. Boo is sleeping in his vest tonight. I just put it on him, I don't know, maybe 10 or 15 minutes ago. He had some churros. I put the vest on, and now he has been relaxing. He's very, very comfortable in this vest. So just about to go to bed, and yeah, that's what's going on. So Boo was not wearing a vest today. I put powder on him 2 or 3 times, and I just put a little bit of powder on a few hot spots before putting the vest on, and now hopefully we'll have a good night. It is 9:10 a.m. and I just put the new vomit blanket on the bed. It fits really, really good. Thank you, Sharon. It's a little bit longer than the other one, which is nice, so it hangs over the sides a little bit. And the vomit blanket extends from where the pillows are all the way to the end of the bed. So that is really nice. I just put 2 of these Christmas blankets from Sharon on the bed. There's Boo. How you doing, Boo? This is really nice because now when the other blanket is in the laundry, I don't have to worry about a cat vomiting or coughing up something on the bed because I have a second vomit blanket. So one will always be in use, and then the other one will be in the laundry. And Boo had his powder this morning, so if his neck is looking weird, like that's some of the powder that's been on his neck. I try to rub it in as best as I can, but like last night, there's a little scab here. He opened the scab. He hasn't been opening his scabs in quite a few days, and last night that one was open, so I wanted to make sure he was powdered really well this morning. Right, Boo? I'm hopeful that the hair on his ears are going to grow back. He hasn't really been scratching that area that much. How you doing, Boo? And I'm just about to vacuum the house. So after I vacuum, then they're going to get their breakfast. Right, Boo? But you're being a good boy today, right? You're being a good boy. He wants a churro right now. Last night he had a whole bunch of churros. And that's what he wants now, but I got to vacuum. But we got to vacuum. We're going to have breakfast, okay? We're going to vacuum and have breakfast, okay? It's 5 p.m. and here's Boo. He's laying on the bed. There's Stella and Splash. They're both on top of the armoire, and that's one of the benefits that they have without the penthouse being up there anymore. is that multiple cats have been laying up there together. When the armoire was up there, it was only like one cat in there. They didn't like to share it. But now Splash loves this because he could lay near Stella all day up there. Here's Simba. And I just opened the door to the room. And all the kittens are walking around. Nancy's already under the bed. Sammy and Ziggy just walked in the door. Stella's looking at them like, what are you doing? Boo's taking a little bath on the bed. Here's Ziggy, Nancy, Richard, and Sammy. Richard better stay out of trouble. And I wanted to talk about like people that think cats are solitary creatures, because one thing that I hope the videos on this channel do is prove that wrong. Because cats are so much happier doing things as a group versus just being alone. That is my experience with both of these cat families, with this family of 4, Stella, Boo, Splash, and Simba, and with the family of 7. They hate being separated. Even Boo, who is the most comfortable being alone out of like everyone in this bunch, if he's alone for too long, he doesn't like it and he gets upset. So whenever you read or hear someone saying that cats are solitary animals, you know that they really don't know what they're talking about with regards to cats. And maybe they're just repeating what they've heard other people say. I just powdered Boo with this Neopred-F. I made sure I got it on all of his hot spots and around his neck. And when I use this powder on him, it always makes me think of the Brady Bunch. Do you remember the episode when the girls were having a sleepover and the boys put the itching powder in the sleeping bags? That is what this reminds me of, except it's the opposite. It's the anti-itching powder. It is 10 p.m. All of the cats have had their dinner, and there's Boo. Let me tell you what Boo just did. So I went downstairs to give the Lucky 7 their Advent treats because, you know, they ate their dinner and then they were meowing by the door. So I was like, okay. So I went down, I gave them their Advent treat. I came upstairs to give Boo, Stella, Splash, and Simba their Advent treat. And as I opened the door, Boo flew downstairs so fast. He stopped halfway down the steps and just started hissing. Like he just started hissing at the cats. I was like, Boo, what are you doing? Well, Boo was mad that they were getting their Advent treat before he was because he must have heard the cans open downstairs. So he was letting them know that, that's not right. They have to wait until after he eats because he's like, alpha of everybody and he has to eat first. Here's Simba. There's Stella and Splash. So today is day number 11 and here's day number 11. Now I already know what they're having because I already fed the downstairs cats. They are having reveal, tuna, and salmon in gravy. It is 10:30 p.m. and Boo's mouth is definitely bleeding. I noticed it in the kitchen. So the cats had their Advent snack and he was looking for more food after that. So I was opening a can of food and I turned around and I looked and I saw a bunch of blood on the floor. And I was like, okay, that is not good. So I immediately went to check him out. He was here on the bed, so I gave him a squeeze up, and then I took a tissue and I was trying to wipe his mouth, and the blood's definitely coming from his mouth. There's a drop of blood here, a drop of blood there. So then I went to get the carrier. The carrier is right here, and of course, as soon as Boo saw that, he flipped out. So I've been trying to get him into it with a towel. I'm able to get him close to it, but the minute I try to drop him into it, he freaks out. What I want to do is take him to the 24-hour emergency room that he's been to. That's the one where they removed his loose tooth when his tooth was coming out. So I want them to take a look at his mouth. Here's Simba, because I'd rather deal with it now than have to deal with it tomorrow. Plus, I just think it's better. I don't know what's going to happen overnight with that. I don't want him to just keep bleeding, so. There's definitely blood in Boo's mouth. To me, it almost looks like it's coming where he lost his fang. Boo, show me your mouth. You see that? What's going on there, Boo? What's going on in your mouth? Let me see. Let me see what's going on in your mouth, Boo. Let me see your mouth, Boo. It is 10:50 p.m. I have not been able to get Boo back in the carrier. I'm going to try with this other blanket, but I'm getting myself all scratched up by trying. So I might just end up having to wait until tomorrow. Maybe he'll be in a better mood. But he's all like worked up right now, so I've been, just trying to calm him down, relax with him. The minute I try to pick him up, he just flips out. So I might try like 1 or 2 more times, and then the other plan would be like in the morning to try again and take him in the morning. Right now he's the only cat in this room, and I might keep it that way because if he continues to bleed overnight, I don't want the other cats in here with that, because we have to remember Boo's FIV positive. So that would be the plan. They're kind of flipped out also. Stella, Splash, and Simba are in the living room. They're kind of looking at what's going on. So, I don't know. If I wait until the morning, I could call the vet. I feel like I don't want to call the vet Boo went to last week because she took a look at his mouth and she said that there's nothing going on there. I specifically mentioned I thought his mouth was bleeding. She took a look and she's like, no, there's nothing going on. She did not take a good look at his mouth. She took a quick look at his mouth. So I'm wondering if I should call his previous vet that I had taken Ditto to when Ditto had a mouth problem, because the previous vet takes a really, really good look in their mouth, or at least he was able to in previous appointments. The problem is I wasn't able to get an appointment with that vet last summer, so there's a lot of, situations. So I wonder, maybe if I called that vet in the morning, I'd be able to get through. I don't know. Ideal case scenario, I would just be able to take Boo to the animal hospital right now, and they'd be able to take a look at him. So I don't know, but I just realized that I have not eaten dinner and I should go eat something, because if I was to take Boo to the vet right now, I'd probably not feel good from not eating. So it's 11:15 p.m. and the decision has been made to not take Boo into the emergency room tonight, but to wait until tomorrow and call the vet's office. The first vet I'm going to call is his previous vet and see if they'll take him, or if anyone answers the phone, if I could even get an appointment. And if not, I'll call the current vet and see what they say. There's a few different vets working at that practice, so I don't know if they'd be able to take him right away. And if I can't get anything with either of those, then I could always take him to the emergency room. But yeah, I think because it's already quite late, and I don't know, it's not exactly an emergency with Boo, at least not right now. And because he's fighting me so much, I think it's just best for him to kind of relax and chill out. I'm going to leave the carrier in here. I'm going to try to keep him in here by himself overnight. When I say by himself, I mean without the other cats, and see how it goes. But yeah, this is not fun. So his looks like his gums are like red and inflamed. I don't know if you could see it on the camera. It's like all swollen. What's going on there, Boo? What's going on there, Boo? Well, let's see what's going on, Bo. Stop moving around. It is 7:50 a.m. and here's Boo. He slept in his vest last night. This morning I put some powder on him and his mouth has not been bleeding overnight at all. Last night I gave him a full dose of CBD oil in a squeeze-up, which definitely helped to relax him. He was rolling around on the bed, and I tried to look into his mouth, and from what I could see, he had a bright red sore on his lip, which could be where the blood was coming from. But I'm not 100% certain if that was, definitely the case. This morning, he's not letting me look, at his mouth as much as he was last night. And he still has the red sore, but it doesn't look as big and inflamed as it did last night. So I still want to see what's going on with him. I want to see if eating affects it. So last night he had some churros, he had some crunchies, and it did not cause bleeding. So I want to see how he does today with his breakfast. They're not getting a chunky breakfast. They're getting more of a smooth breakfast. Also, I have noticed that here on the side of his neck, it's definitely better than it was a week ago. And there's definitely more fur growing in. There's a little hot spot here. And then, of course, this is his big area and his ears. So at least he's making progress with that. He's been making progress with the anti-itch powder because now he really likes it when I put it on him. I've also been putting on the silver cream. And I've just been trying to keep him relaxed and in a good mood this morning. The carrier's still in the room, and it's still ready to go. And once the vet's office opens, I'm definitely going to give them a call, and I'm definitely hoping that they actually pick up the phone and I could actually get through to somebody because, I was trying for weeks last summer and I could not get through to anyone. I was calling, I was emailing, I was going through the forms on their website and no one ever got back to me. So maybe that was a temporary issue which has since been resolved, or at least that's what I'm hoping. And yeah, that's the deal. I have a bunch of other stuff I have to do today. I have work-related stuff. I have I have to get a million Christmas presents wrapped and mailed out. I was supposed to get those done last week, but every day something comes up, and here's another thing coming up. So there's a lot to do. Okay, let's see if we could take a look at Boo right now. How you doing, Boo? Let's see. Can we look at your mouth? We can look at his belly, and his belly is definitely looking better than it was before. And here's Boo. Wow, I don't know what's going on with the exposure on this camera. Hold on. Another thing I wanted to mention is that I could rub this entire side of his face, and he doesn't move like he's in pain or anything. He actually enjoys it. So, it could be that he was scratching the side of his face and he, ripped open his lip. But I don't know. Because it's right here where he has the redness. You alright, Boo? You okay, Boo? You alright, buddy? You okay? He knows I'm up to something. He's on to me. Right, Boo? It's 8:25 a.m. and there's Boo. He's smelling the air. And I wanted to talk about his symptoms. So, Boo has not been drooling from the mouth. There's been no drool coming out of his mouth. Usually when a cat is drooling, it's a sign of like a mouth problem or a tooth problem. That has not been the case with Boo. Boo has not been pawing at his mouth. A lot of times if a cat has a mouth problem, they'll like paw at their mouth. He has not been doing that at all. Boo has been eating perfectly fine. He has not been shying away from his food. He's not been refusing food. The one thing that has been really good about Boo throughout his entire like dermatitis journey is that he's always just been really eager to eat food. So he's not having any problems eating. And the only visible sign is the sore on his lip. Now, it is possible that he could have, been scratching the side of his face and like scratched that sore in his lip, and that's what caused it. And it could be that that's what made it bleed yesterday. But I can't say with 100% certainty that that is the only thing going on with his mouth. But based on his symptoms, it would appear to be something not too serious and maybe only the sore in his mouth. I did try to look at his teeth yesterday several times. I got really quick looks at his teeth, and they looked okay. Like his mouth looked okay otherwise. I just wanted to talk about that because, a lot of people like to immediately, run away with all kinds of negative thoughts, and we don't want to do that. But we do want to be cautious because of, Ditto's situation with his mouth, and Ditto is FIV positive, and FIV positive cats are prone to mouth issues, and Boo is FIV positive also. So, we want to make sure it's not something more serious than a sore in his mouth, or, the chance that he just groomed his mouth and he has like a cut on his mouth. The sore on his lip definitely looks like the sores on the back of his neck. I mean, it looks very similar to them. So that could be the situation. So we'll see what happens today when I try to call the vet. It's 9:15 a.m. and here's Boo. And I got through to the vet's office today, first try. They picked up the phone right away. And I was able to get an appointment for him 2 days from today. So we have an appointment in the middle of the day, which is good. And it's 2 days from now. So hopefully he'll be more comfortable around the carrier. I'm leaving the carrier in this room with him. And I'm going to work on keeping Boo relaxed and just like less fearful of it. Sib is smelling the carrier right now. And it might be good that we have 2 days because, Boo's not going to be as freaked out as he would be if he was going today. He'll have some time to kind of adjust to the idea of it. And I think it's good to go and just get a second opinion of what's going on with his mouth. I'm going to keep an eye on it too. It also gives me more of a chance to document symptoms. Hopefully he won't be bleeding anymore, but in case he does.
Who's playing?
It's 11:45 a.m. Boo's on my bed with Stella and Simba. And I'm just about to let the kittens up. They've all had their breakfast. We've had playtime. I just want to document what's going on with Boo. So I just put the silver cream around his neck. And he has not been bleeding. So he ate his food. No blood. He had some snacks. No blood. I looked into his mouth the best that I could. I don't see anything going on in there except for the red area that I saw yesterday, and today it's not as red and it's not as inflamed. And I don't know if it's just because he's like biting his lip, because that's where his fang is missing. And maybe he's biting his lip with like his bottom fang when he's eating. Like, I don't know. But that's the situation. I'm very happy he's not bleeding. And I mean, maybe it was like a freak coincidence that he was eating yesterday and just happened to bite his lip or something. So we'll see what happens today. Hopefully everything will go good. I mean, he's looking a lot better. He's acting like his normal self. He came out to play. He was playing with some toys. And I was putting a wand toy in the carrier today. He was looking at it. He's like, what's going on there? So we'll see. It's 12 p.m. Here's Nancy. She just tried to attack Simba. Simba's underneath the dining room table. Here's Simba. He's growling. Thankfully, I saw what was happening and I was able to yell and break it up before Nancy jumped on him. So Simba's been laying here because he didn't want to go in the room today. So I was like, okay, you don't have to go in my room today. You could hang out here with the other cats. Let the other cats up. And Nancy has been staring at Simba from across the room. Like, from where I am filming this right now, she was a few feet behind me. So she's been staring at him from across the room. And the two of them are just staring at each other. And I thought, okay, well, this is good. They're getting to know each other. Then all of a sudden, I just happened to walk past the room when Nancy was making her move, and she got within like a foot or two of Simba, and then she turned away because I was yelling at her. But Simba doesn't want to go back in the room. Like, he's not running back toward the room. He wants to be here. If I try to pick him up, he does not want me to move him. It is 5 p.m. I just walked around the house putting lights on because it's dark, and I've been working on my computer. And I walked into the room and I saw this. Look, everyone's on the bed together. There's Stella, Splash, and Simba laying in a row. And there's Boo over there. He loves that blanket. See, now would be a good time for me to pick him up and put him in the carrier because he's totally asleep. But I don't need to put him in the carrier right now. Since I don't need to put him in a carrier right now, I tried looking in his mouth. I don't see any blood today. And everything looked fine from what I could see. I couldn't see much because he woke up right away. So, I mean, the little bit I could see looked okay. And the part of his lip that was like bright red yesterday is just pink today. It is time for the advent calendar for the cats. There's Stella. She said she's been waiting for this. And today's door number 12. What's behind door number 12, Stella? What do we got? Today is Fancy Feast Tender Beef Feast. What that, Stella, is beef. You like beef? The cats had beef for dinner. They had chunky beef with chunky chicken. And they had some salmon oil. And I mixed in a can of Fancy Feast natural salmon. And that's what they had for dinner. It's about 8:30 a.m. in here, Simba. And I'm looking outside and it looks like we got frost overnight. Everything's covered in frost, so it's pretty cold out. I wanted to talk about Boo, but I don't want to talk about him like in front of him because, you know, cats are smart and they know when you're talking about them and they know what you're talking about. So I've been practicing with Boo today and also yesterday. And I've been practicing putting him in a vice grip, which is what I used on Ditto to get Ditto like into a carrier, where I put one arm on Boo's left side, one arm on his right side, and I just lift up and it immobilizes him. Like he can't move his arms and legs all around. So that's what I've been practicing with him yesterday and also today. And, you know, he's not comfortable in it. He doesn't like it, but I just wanted to get him a little bit used to it so when I actually need to put him in the carrier tomorrow, he doesn't totally flip out. And I've been rewarding him with a few crunchies. So today I picked him up like that. He wriggled around, he didn't like it. And then I put him down and then I gave him some crunchies. So I'm gonna repeat that multiple times today. And I'll repeat that tomorrow morning, you know, way before I need to put him in the carrier. And I'm gonna hope that it works so that when I need to put him in the carrier, I could get him into the carrier. Because that is the biggest obstacle tomorrow. Right, Simba? So that's what's going on right now. Here's Boo. He's on top of the cat tower right now. How you doing, buddy Boo? So I just realized that last night he slept without his vest. His vest is right there. I forgot to put it on him. And he slept pretty good. And then this morning he has started scratching himself again. So I'm going to put some more of the powder on him. But he's healing very nicely. I have to say, he's healing very nicely. And his scabs have greatly decreased. He still has a few around his neck, and he still has, you know, these hot spots. These are probably the worst scabs right now, right here. This one has definitely healed a lot. And so I'm going to continue with the powder. Hopefully his fur will grow back, like on his ears and in those locations. But overall, he's doing good. Right, Boo? Right, Boo? Right, Boo? Right, Boo? Okay. I got to put powder on him this morning. I haven't done that yet. But after I put the powder on him, I have to wash my hands. So I'm going to wait a little while because I'm trying to wash my hands less because they're really cracked and dry. And I've been putting like various hand creams and lotions on them, but I just wash my hands too much and I can't like walk around with gloves on all day. It's just not possible. So when I can wear gloves, like when I'm scooping litter or you know, doing dishes, sometimes I'll put gloves on, but the rest of the time it's not always possible. How you doing, Boo? How you doing, Boo? Want more pets? He's like, give me more pets. So he has no problems if I like touch his mouth, if I rub the side of his mouth. He has no problems with that. So I'm hoping maybe it's just like a superficial wound on his lip or something. Boo? There goes Simba. Simba's walking by. Hey, Simba. This is an old shirt that I found in my closet, and I wore it for a few hours the other day. And so it has my scent on it. And I'm just practicing with Boo because he doesn't like putting a towel over him. But I'm wondering if it'll be easier if I use like an old shirt with my scent on it. So right now he's hanging out like this. And if I could do this and then, you know, wrap him and pick him up and put him in the carrier, I'd be happy to do that. I'm surprised he's sitting here with the shirt on him because he usually hates anything like this. I think the only reason he is because Simba's on the cat tower. Normally he would jump up to the cat tower. Now I'm also wondering if I should somehow, and I'm afraid to say it here near Boo. Hold on. Here's Splash and Stella. They're playing with toys. I'm wondering if I could somehow barricade off like the bottom of my bed, underneath my bed. I keep it empty under there so that, you know, if Splash or any of the cats want to go under there, they can. But I'm wondering if I should put something under there that will block it off. The battery on the camera died. What I was saying is I was wondering if I should put something in a certain place that would block a certain someone from entering that place. And I have to think about that. I have to think about what I have that I could do that with. It's 11:07 a.m. and I found out who's been eating the spider plant. Look at this, it's Ziggy. Look, I just walked past the room and I saw her. I said, let me get the camera. Look at this, look. Okay, Ziggy. Ziggy, that's not for you, okay? Ziggy, that is not for cats, okay? This is not cat food, okay? Don't eat that. That's not for cats. It's 11:38 a.m. and look at Simba. He's decided that my shirt is his bed. He's like all comfortable on it. He's funny. It's 4:20 p.m. I'm trying to get presents wrapped. I have 5 cats walking all around me. Ziggy wants to lay down on the wrapping paper. She wants to lay down on the tissue paper. She wants to lay down on the gift tags. Like, this place is a mess enough. And the cats are just, I mean, they're probably having a good time, but they're definitely getting in the way. Get out of there, Ziggy. Ziggy, get out of there. You don't need to be in the bag. These girls are so nosy. They want to know everything that's going on. You guys are going to get your own presents, okay? You're going to get Christmas presents too. You don't have to worry. You're going to get your Christmas presents, okay? I'm going to make sure you guys each have something to open on Christmas, okay? Good? It's going to be a surprise. Look at this. Look. Look at this. You going to watch me? You just squished all my wrapping paper. Well, my wrapping paper is squished now, Ziggy. You're laying on my gift tags. Okay. It's 5:45 p.m. I'm still wrapping presents. I've moved on to birthday presents. And this is what's going on. Ziggy is enjoying herself so much amid all of the wrapping paper and gift tags and just this giant mess over here. She is really having a good time. Right, Ziggy? Okay, she says right. It's 5 minutes later. Ziggy? Any minute now I'm expecting a delivery. If they ring the doorbell, she's probably going to run. What are you doing, Ziggy? You having fun with the wrapping paper? You having fun with the wrapping paper? You want it? It's almost 7 p.m. Here's Stella and Boo. There's Simba. There's Splash. She's on top of the armoire. And there's Nancy. I opened the door to this room a little while ago. I just wanted to see what the cats would do. And yeah, Nancy came right in. She went under the bed, and then I guess she made her way up to the top of the cat tower. I was walking past the room before, and I look in, and I'm like, wait a minute, there's 5 cats. And then I realized Nancy was the one on the on top of the cat tower. I don't mind as long as she's getting along with the other cats. If she tries to attack them, then that's not good. But I have not heard anything out of this room. I've not heard any hissing. I have not heard any growling. I have not heard any fighting, which is surprising because Nancy's here and Splash is there. They're still not good at getting down from this cat tower. For some reason, the kittens have a little bit of a challenge with that. I think I hear Ziggy. Now Sip is growling. It's 12:30 a.m. I'm just about to go to bed and look at Simba. He's back on the shirt. He loves this shirt. And here's Boo. How you doing, Boo? The cats had their advent snack really late today because I was working on getting all of those presents done that I needed to get done today. How you doing, Boo? They had reveal tuna. I think it was in gravy. And they enjoyed it. And tomorrow for breakfast, they're going to get canned food. Because, look at Boo. He's like, he heard that. He's like, oh, we're getting canned food. I don't want to say too much about why they're getting it. But it's part of a strategy that I'm hoping works. Look at Simba. He's so happy. I should mention that Boo is not wearing his vest right now. I tried to put it on him a little while ago. He did not want it on. So I was like, okay. I gave him his silver cream. A little while ago, he had some powder. So hopefully we'll be able to get through the night without a bunch of like itching and grooming. It's 10:10 a.m. Here's Booey's on the bed. I put some powder on him this morning. We just had a little bit of playtime, mostly with the other cats up here, but Boo had a little bit also. And we're having a special breakfast today, so the cats are getting crunchies for breakfast. They might also get a Sheba perfect portion. I'm hoping Boo eats a lot of crunchies, and I'm hoping that all the crunchies that he eats makes him very satisfied and sleepy and, you know, causes his body to use a lot of energy to digest the crunchies. So that way his body will have less energy to do other things like fight getting into a carrier. So we'll see what happens. Right now we're still on schedule. It's 10:10. I'm going to try getting him into the carrier around 11:30, 11:45. It's 10:21 a.m. and Boo's eating some crunchies. They're on their third spoonful of crunchies. So I gave each of them a Sheba perfect portion. Actually, a little bit less than one Sheba perfect portion. I had 3 and I split it among the 4 of them. And then I think the scoop that I'm using is about 1 tablespoon of crunchies. So this will be their 3rd tablespoon of crunchies. And they've definitely been enjoying this breakfast. And this is all they're getting. They're getting 3 tablespoons each because Boo has a history of gorging on crunchies and then vomiting them up. So I'm going to try to avoid that. I'm trying to get the right amount into him so he's nice and content and happy and a little bit, you know, sleepy and lethargic from the crunchies, like, you know, a human would be after a big Thanksgiving dinner. And hopefully that'll help get him into the carrier. And I just remembered that I do want to put some CBD oil on some of them also. So Boo's actually going to get a little bit more with some CBD oil on them. It's 12 p.m. and I just got Boo in the carrier. So I made my first try at 11:45 and I was so close to being successful. I got him halfway into the carrier before he started freaking out. Then he ran under the bed and I was like, oh crap, I knew I should have put stuff under the bed to block him from going under there. So I had some under the bed storage boxes in my storage room downstairs that I'm not using. So I went down there just very calmly and I grabbed one after the other, and I kept putting the storage boxes under the bed to block his escape routes. So after I got 3 of them under the bed, then I got my vacuum. And I said, the only way I'm going to get him out from under the bed is by putting the vacuum under there. Sure enough, that worked. He's afraid of the vacuum. So then he ran out from under the bed. He ran on top of the bed and he started hissing at me. So I was like, okay, we got to calm down the situation. So I just, you know, deep breathing, calming exercises, and everything got really calm. And then, you know, one of his currencies is churros. So I was like, Boo, do you want a churro? So I grabbed a churro. And at that point, he was on the floor near where I have like a water bowl, like on the bottom of the armoire. And so what I did was, he didn't want to eat the churro out of my hand, so I had to put the churro on the floor. Like I put a trail of churro on the floor to calm him down, to give him something else to think about. So he started eating the churro on the floor. He ate some of it, and I was like, oh, that was good, Boo. You want some more? So I put some more churro on the floor. And then I was like, okay, I'm just going to have to get behind him and do a vice grip on him. And I was able to do that. What I was trying to do energetically, and this is going to sound weird to people, but it worked, is that I was just exerting massive calm onto him. Like I was trying to make myself so calm that he was just enveloped in calming energy. And I was able to pick him up and place him in the carrier pretty easily. I was shocked at how easy that worked. So it was like my calming energy just totally overwhelmed him, and then he just like went in the carrier. So that worked, and it only took me 2 tries to get him in the carrier. I mean, those 2 tries were over the course of 15 minutes, but I set myself enough time to do that. So here's Boo in the carrier, and what we have in the carrier today is a mat that Sharon had made for Boo because, you know, he's known to poop and pee in the carrier. And this is the same fabric that we have with the vomit blanket on top of the bed. And I did spray this with some Pet Remedy yesterday or the day before. Here's Boo. He's in the car in his carrier. We're just about to leave. So far, everything is going according to schedule, so let's hope everything stays that way. He hasn't been howling too bad. We'll see what happens. We got a mile away before I realized I forgot my phone, so I'm making a quick stop back. I just got the phone. We're probably going to end up being like 5 minutes late. We're on our way to the vet, and Boo's been surprisingly quiet right now. He was mostly meowing until we went back home, and then, I don't know, maybe he didn't know like what was going on because I, got out of the car and he was left alone, and then I came back in the car. So maybe that made him a little bit confused. So he's been pretty quiet, which is good. And I just wanted to mention one other thing, and that is something that I did earlier this morning that I think definitely makes a difference whenever I do it. And that is I spent about 10 minutes just sitting and visualizing Boo resting calmly in the carrier. And I did that so I could create a mental picture of what I wanted to happen today. Like, my goal was to get Boo in the carrier. So I envisioned that. And I have found that whenever I go through some kind of challenging situation, if I do that, if I envision my desired result for that situation, the vast majority of the time, I will get that desired result that I spent time visualizing. And the more time and the more energy that I could put into visualizing the desired result, the better the chances I have of actually manifesting that desired result. So I just wanted to mention that because I do find that spending some quiet time visualizing desired outcomes makes a huge difference. Don't forget, it also focuses your mind and energy on something positive. It gives you something to focus lots of positive energy on instead of wasting lots of negative energy on worrying and, imagining negative outcomes and, wondering like what's going to happen and thinking about like a worst case scenario. You never want to do that because what you think about, you bring about. So the more you worry about things like that and the more you think about like all the negative outcomes, the greater your chances of that actually happening. But if you can actually take some time to focus positively on what you want and envision it as if it has already happened, chances are very much greater than that can then become a reality. It's almost like if you can see it in your mind's eye first, it just takes time, like, the clock's ticking. It just takes time for reality to catch up with what you're visualizing. So I just wanted to mention that. I know some people are not going to understand that, think it's crazy, but other people are going to totally understand that. So to each their own. Here's Boo. He's relaxing in the carrier. He's been meowing a few times, but not excessively. We got to the vet 5 minutes late. So we're on our late schedule. We just got out of the vet's office. We were there for over an hour, and Boo got very thoroughly checked out. One of the things I really like about this vet more so than the vet Boo saw a few weeks ago is that this vet is so thorough with everything. And it ends up that Boo has what is called a rodent ulcer in his mouth. So it's basically that red area that I saw the other day that was like red and inflamed. And that's what he has in his mouth, and that's most likely what was bleeding. and he has a little bit of gingivitis, like around his teeth, and his other front fang is loose. And this vet showed me how it's a little bit loose, not a lot loose, but it's not loose enough to like pull it yet, but it's a little bit loose, and it's like coming out of its socket. Like you could see, I don't know, maybe like a 1/4 inch of what was previously like the root of the tooth, like actually pushing its way out. And he told me about that 2 years ago, that Boo might eventually have that issue, and that's an issue that he has. So I think it's really just a matter of time before the other fang falls out. And I have 2 new supplements for Boo. One is a supplement he was previously on. I got another bottle of it. Then another one is like a whole body support supplement. So he's going to get those. And the doctor said we should see an improvement within a few weeks. If we don't, to then try another 3rd supplement that he let me know about. Boo did really, really good. He got his nails clipped also, which is good. So now hopefully if he scratches himself, he's not going to cause himself as much damage. And it ends up that last summer, like this past summer, when I was trying to get an appointment, I couldn't get an appointment because they had a new phone system installed, and people were leaving voicemail messages, but they were never getting any of the voicemail messages. So they said that happened for a few weeks until, I don't know, they figured it out or it got fixed or something, but they definitely apologized for that. And so at least I know what happened with that. And Boo also got a blood test because it's been like 2 years since he had a blood test. So they took his blood, and they said to call back next week and just to make sure everything is okay. And yeah, I mean, I had to fill them in on like Boo's entire history over the past almost a year, like, you know, since March when he had his tooth out, and you know, get on the same page with everything that's going on with him. And I'm trying to remember if anything else happened. No, Boo was just really good. Oh, and then the vet wanted to let me know that they draw his blood through his neck. It sounds weird. He's like, yeah, I know it sounds weird, but that's a standard way of doing it. So they shaved a little area on his neck so they could draw the blood. But other than that, we talked about steroids, and this vet says that he stopped using steroids years ago, and since he stopped using steroids, he never sees anyone with a rodent ulcer anymore, like what Boo has. It's basically like a mouth ulcer. So we talked about that, and he doesn't think it would be good to put Boo on steroids anyway because of his FIV status. But I'm just really happy that Boo got thoroughly checked out, versus the other vet who just kind of, I don't want to say like just brushed everything off, but really didn't take seriously what I was saying about Boo's mouth, how I thought it was bleeding. And they're like, oh no, it's just the scabs. So, yeah, that's the situation. And Boo did really, really good. Very proud of him. I'm sure part of it was the CBD oil that he got this morning, as well as the crunchies. So now we can go home. It's 2:45 p.m. Here's Boo. I just ate a quick lunch and did some research online, and I came up with some very interesting information. I was reading an article about somebody who had a cat that got diagnosed with rodent ulcers. And the cat was eating healthy, natural cat food. I don't know exactly what brand it was, but it was like one of the healthier, better brands of cat food. And she had switched the cat to Fancy Feast Classic because of money issues. And she figured, okay, well, let me just cut back on what I'm spending on cat foods. So I'm going to switch down to Fancy Feast Classic. And once she did that, then she noticed her cat got the rodent ulcers. And she was able to figure out, okay, well, this only happened to my cat after he started eating the Fancy Feast. So I'm going to take him off the Fancy Feast and give him some natural supplements and see how he does. And sure enough, she was able to reverse the condition that way. And I find that very interesting because here we are on day 14 of the cat's advent calendar. And what have they been getting in the advent calendar? Fancy Feast classics every other day, mixed with the reveal cat food every other day. And when I feed the cats like a snack at night, or if I don't have raw food defrosted, they've been getting Fancy Feast Classics. They've been also getting Fancy Feast Naturals. And those are really the two types of food that they've been getting as snacks and as meals if I forget to defrost the food. So I am going to be making sure that Boo does not get that food anymore. And if he's not getting it, then Stella, Splash, and Simba are not going to be getting it. I do have quite a few cans of Fancy Feast in my cat food storage downstairs. I probably have like 3 cases of it. And, you know, they're not big cases. There are 30 of the small cans. So if I need to use them with the Lucky 7 downstairs, I could use them there as a snack. But Boo's definitely not getting them anymore. And I find it to be a strange coincidence since Boo's getting those every other day as an Advent snack that all of a sudden he has a rodent ulcer. Meanwhile, that other person that wrote the article was able to find a connection between that same food and rodent ulcers in her cat. So I just wanted to document that. Right now, Boo looks like he's pretty comfortable. There's still some freeze-dried chicken here. Did you want it, Stella, or no? You want your freeze-dried chicken? You just want to leave it here? I'll leave it here for you, okay? If you want it, you could have it. How you doing, Boo? Did you eat your chicken? I gave Boo some chicken. Yeah, there's chicken left here. We got to clean up this bed later, but right now I have to catch up with my day. I have so much stuff I have to do today. And it's almost 3 o'clock. Good boy, Boo. Good boy. They really shaved quite a bit of hair off of his neck. Let's see what they did. Let's see. Like over here. I don't know if you could see it. There's quite a bit of fur missing. He wanted to make sure that I knew what it was from, in case I thought it was from, like, Boo itching his dermatitis. You're doing very good, Boo. You're doing very good, Boo. It is 9:40 p.m. and here's Stella, and I'm putting their dinner together. Here's Nancy. Nancy, you better be nice to Stella. Nancy was growling at Simba a little while ago. Be nice, Nancy. There's Nancy and Stella. So what I've been doing recently is letting the cats mingle with each other at night. So maybe around 5 or 6 o'clock. Okay, now Nancy sees Splash. So what I was saying was in the evening, usually around, 6 o'clock, 5 o'clock, what I've been doing is just letting all the cats mingle with each other for a while. Usually until right before I'm going to feed them dinner. Somehow tonight I lost a few hours. I don't know how that happened. I can't believe it's almost 10 p.m. already. In my mind, it's only going to be 8 p.m. right now. I guess maybe because I've been juggling too many things and trying to make up for the lost time today when I took Boo to the vet, like work-wise, because I've been on my computer a lot just getting work done. So anyway, I'm just about to feed the cats their dinner, and I just wanted to mention that all the cats have been mingling, and I don't want to jinx anything, but so far, other than just some growling and hissing, things have been going pretty smooth. Here's Simba. He was in Boo's room and I had the door shut because he wanted to use the litter box, but Nancy was like watching him. There's Ringo. Can you see him in the upper right hand corner? All the cat stuff is here because I was wrapping presents last night and things got moved around, and I haven't had time to clean up this room today because I've been at the vet and I've been working. I think what the cats are trying to do is just kind of establish their space amongst each other, if that makes any sense. Like right now, I think Ringo's looking at either Splash or Stella, and they're just trying to figure out, okay, who likes to go where and, what's going on, stuff like that. So it's Splash. Splash is here looking at Ringo. Obviously Ringo doesn't want to, get in Splash's space and, walk past him and get Splash mad and vice versa. So I think it's almost like a giant puzzle where the cats are just trying to figure, okay, well, where can I move and how can I move that I don't, upset anyone else. Except for Nancy. I think Nancy intentionally tries to cause power struggles.